Hello everyone, guess what this video is about? A more hint? Can it zoom in? AMD Ryzen 5 5600X. Literally, I've not even changed it. It just arrived from Memory Express. I'm in Canada, so one of the best places that I can get anything is going to be Memory Express. And I went in today, they open at 10 a.m. I went there at about 9:30. And while I was parking, there was another guy that just parked right beside me, but he was like 10 seconds later than me. And guess what? There were a ton of people in front of us. So I guess about like 40 people at least. And I would guess that most of them wanted a 5600X instead of 5800 because, there's a big gap of 250 US dollars in between those two. So yeah, like I'm really impressed by the AMD stock. Like after all what happened with Nvidia cards, AMD at least did a great job with the CPU. I really hope they keep it going with the GPU as well. Well, with the CPU, they had a pretty good stock. I didn't ask them how many they had because it was pretty busy, and I didn't want to keep one of the people from Memory Express talking to me to just satisfy my curiosity. But anyway, I got there and we're chatting with people, and I think the person next to me actually wanted a 5800. So it didn't really matter that much. But if you really wanted a 5600, I just got in front of him for about like 10 seconds and I got the very last 5600X that was left on the shelf. Like the shelf was outside, so I could see the shelf, and he literally took the last CPU that was on the shelf and gave it to me. So I'm really excited, given that I just went there like 30 minutes earlier than they open. And yeah, like this is the number of people that were in front of me, which was about 40 people, I guess. And when people kept going and I went in the front, these are the people that came after me. And I think there are still, at this point, there were still people outside, but not really that many, maybe 5, 6 people outside. But yeah, like what all happened with the GPUs, and I couldn't get my hands on any GPU because I didn't really try, because I knew that they were gonna sell out, but I didn't think that Nvidia is not gonna be putting out any cards, almost nothing, after the launch day. So I was like, yeah, I'm gonna get one card in a month or something. But no, 2 months have passed and like there are no cards out there. Like I wanted to get a 3080 and there is none. I'm not gonna go with a 3070 because I'm gonna do 4K gaming, so there's no point in that. But yeah, anyway, I got this one. Now I'm gonna show you the other pieces that I've bought so far for my new system. So for motherboard, I'm really excited. I didn't prepare anything, or like no set or anything. I got the Aorus X 570 Elite. So that's going to be my new motherboard. Then I got a 1 terabyte Samsung NVMe for the game because I already have 2 SSD because I do use Linux. I have a dual boot system, so 2 SSDs for my 2 systems. I have a 4 terabyte HDD for just files, and now this guy is gonna go to my new system for just gaming. For RAM, I so far have gone with 16 gigabyte because like 32 is just overkill right now. I can upgrade to 32 whenever I need. And let me see if I can show the memory clock. Yeah, 4133 megahertz. So because like we know that AMD CPUs can use high speed memory, so I went with a better speed than just going with 32 gigabytes of low speed RAM. So that's going to be my RAM. And I also got, guess what, 2 4 terabyte Seagate cards. These are, I'll probably put one of them into a system. Like I'm going to change this system to be just for editing stuff. So I'll probably put another 4 gig into that, 4 terabyte into that system. So it brings up the total to about 8 terabytes. And then just keep one of these for my new system and just transfer files between them while I'm editing, because I need to work on Linux. And while I'm working on Linux, I'm not going to be able to do any editing. So I'm going to just keep my old system, have a Windows on it, and do all the edits on that one. And whenever I'm gaming or working on my Linux, I can just let the other system do all the edits, and that's going to save me a ton of time. But yeah, now there's only technically one piece left, because getting the case and a power supply unit is going to be easy. I actually have an 850 watts, so even if I don't get a power unit, I can just use this one. It's going to be perfectly fine at this at around the cards that I'm thinking of getting. So yeah, like Nvidia, I don't think they're going to get any cards out anytime soon. And with the games that are coming out, for example, Assassin's Creed Valhalla is already for Ultra 4K is recommending 8 gigabytes of 3080, and it's just 10 gig. Like, I could guess within a year, most a year and a half, there could be games that might need a 10 gig of VRAM, and Nvidia is going to run out. Yeah, there's some news coming out of 3080 Ti, which is going to be 20 gigs, which is just, again, ridiculous. Like, no game is going to hit 20 gigs anytime soon, not within the next 3, 4, 5 years even. And it's just overkill. Like, the performance of the new cards is just going to kill 3080 Ti when they get to 4000 or 5000 series, and you just have 20 gigs of VRAM that, it costs money to build those things. So there's no reason to overkill like that. 16 gig, it's still a bit too much, I guess, from AMD, but still is way better than 20 gig. So I'm really impressed with the CPU stock they have. I'm in Canada, I'm in Edmonton, so it's not really a big city that has a ton of stock. There's just 2 Memory Express in Edmonton, and I guess both of them had kind of the same amount of stock. And if this one could satisfy about, say, 50 customers with the 5600X, 5800X, and 5900X, I think 50, 60 CPUs on the launch day for a small city and just one of the 2 branches, and this is just Memory Express. Then you have Best Buy, Newegg, all those other places that people definitely got some CPUs from them. So yeah, they had a pretty good stock. Like, even if I really didn't get one, I would not be mad, because I just went there like 30 minutes earlier, and there were a ton of people in front of me that got the CPU. Like, yeah, that's a good stock to me. So yeah, I'm hoping that I can get an AMD card at this point. Like, the 6800 XT from AMD seems perfect, and I've got a 5000 series CPU and a 500 model motherboard, so I get to use the SAM. And just in case you don't know, it's smart access memory that the CPU can contact kind of the GPU and access the VRAM of the GPU, and it can boost up to 10%, but most games is between, I think the highest was 13% from AMD slides, but the average would be somewhere around 6 to 10%. So if you have a 5000 CPU, a 500 motherboard, and an AMD GPU, the 600 XT AMD GPU can technically beat 3080 at performance, but without the ray tracing. And at this point, like, Nvidia doesn't have any card, so I don't care anymore. Like, I really wanted to get an Nvidia card because ray tracing is really great. It's fun. But if I can't get any card, it doesn't matter how fun it is. Like, I want to play Cyberpunk. I want to play Assassin's Creed Valhalla on the new GPUs. And right now I have a 1060. I'm not going to be playing Cyberpunk on GTX 1060. Like, that's going to be a waste of one of the best games probably. We should see. Like, there's a chance that they might disappoint, but I highly doubt that. So yeah, I'm really waiting for that game. So in 2 weeks, I'm going to have to go back into Memory Express, but I'm not going to be going there 30 minutes sooner. I'll probably go at about 7, 8 a.m. to be there 2, 3 hours earlier, and hope that I can get a card from AMD at least. And 600 XT say that even if we say that performance wise it's a tie with 3080, which with the new CPU and a new motherboard, it's not a tie. It's a clear win for AMD, and it's $50 cheaper, and it has 6 more gigabytes of VRAM, and that's amazing. Like then I can easily skip the next gen, and if I want to upgrade, I can upgrade the gen after that, and I'm gonna be fine at least VRAM wise. Like, yeah, it could be that at some point I'd be okay, the next gen has really better performance, I'm tempted to upgrade, but at least it's not like that, okay, I'm running out of VRAM and I need to upgrade. That's not going to happen with AMD, but there's a very good chance that's going to happen with NVIDIA, and I'm not going to be waiting 3, 4, 5, God knows, 6 months until like NVIDIA gives out enough card or they come out with 3080 Ti. No one knows the price at this point. Everyone is guessing somewhere from 900 to 1200, and that's a big gap. Like they can put it anywhere they like because 3090 was just a joke, like $1,500. I'm not gonna lie, I was tempted to get that after I couldn't get a 3080, and I was going back and forth. Should I get one? I don't really have that much money to waste, but I really want this card, and it was just, it's just a impulse buying. But I was just going back and forth. Should I get it? Should I not? Because a friend of mine in Memory Express told me that there's almost no chance that you can get a 3080, but there is a slight chance that you might get a 3090 because not many people are going to buy a 3090, like except scalpers, I guess, that they feel that they can sell it later on. But yeah, I got really excited that I got to get the CPU, and I just wanted to show you my new system. But I'm gonna probably put another video when I'm trying to assemble the system, because I'll probably just buy a new case and just keep this whole thing. This system that I have was kind of an overkill, both the case and the power supply. So I'll just probably not touch them, not worth the deassemble some of this stuff, get case and power, put it in there, transfer this to the new system. It's too much of trouble. It's not really worth $200 or something. So yeah, I'm gonna buy a probably new case and a new power supply. And when I'm putting this bad boy together, I'm gonna record that and put another video. But I was just too excited that I wanted to share this CPU haunting basically with you. And yeah, I'm really excited. Let's hope that I can get that damn card in 2 weeks. My system is ready to go. It just needs a GPU. Fingers crossed, AMD is going to have a good stock. And even if I cannot get on the launch day, they will have a stock within a week. And it's somehow a good news that Cyberpunk got delayed, I think up until December 10th. So that gives about 2 to 3 weeks until the launch of Cyberpunk. And like, if I can get a card until then, I will probably put a few hours on Assassin's Creed Valhalla, but I'm not going to play too much because, again, that's an amazing game. At least environment-wise, some people might not like it, that the new Assassin's Creeds are not really Assassin's Creed, but I like them. I enjoy them, so I'm not going to waste that on, again, on a 1060, which I can barely get away with 1440p, barely. But yeah, that would be again a waste. But at least I can play for a week, like say 1 hour a day, put about 10 hours in Assassin's Creed until I get the new GPU, and then I'll just go ahead and get the new GPU, hopefully, and put the system together. And I'm gonna be playing straight for about 10 days when Cyberpunk comes out. I'm not gonna do the same with Assassin's Creed because I have a lot of other stuff to do. So yeah. I was just excited. I wanted to share you with this video because I bet so many people are out there today trying to buy one of these CPUs. If a small city like Edmonton and one of the places that you can get a CPU has about 100 people showing up, I bet they definitely sold out everywhere. But they had a good stock. Like everyone knows that they're gonna sell out instantly on launch day. But depends like how many customers do you get to satisfy before you run out of the stock. But yeah, Really, thanks to AMD, they have an amazing performance. You can go all to different YouTube channels to see the benchmarks. I'm not anywhere close to being able to do anything like that. But yeah, they have an amazing performance. And now just match it up with a GPU from AMD and you're ready to go to do great gaming. Let's see if with the next gen they can catch up with the ray tracing with AMD, with NVIDIA or not. But at this point, NVIDIA has messed up so bad that it really doesn't matter that if they cannot catch them in ray tracing because NVIDIA just doesn't have any cards out. So AMD gets the card out and they have great performance at 4K, at 1440p, at 1080p. Across all three cards, they're beating 3070, 3080, matching 3090, and it's just amazing. Like, I didn't see AMD coming this far, but 2020 has been a year. But yeah, definitely. Anyway, I'm just excited and I'm just over talking. So I just one other thing. Sorry, I still have not had the chance to get a good camera and a good mic. Those are my next plans. So that's why I didn't blow up the whole image because the quality would just decrease massively, and I just thought that I might share uh, these images that I took today, and I took a 11-second video from the people in line. I'll just put that at the end of the video. Anyway, thanks for watching. I hope you got a CPU if you wanted to at least. And let me know if you got any CPU actually. I want to see how many people out there could get their hands on a CPU and what model did you get. Anyway, take care. Have a good day.